welcome to the deep dive. For a while there, it really felt like the frontier of AI was all about mastering those prompt hacks, right? With the large language models, learning how to coax out just the right response, like we were teaching a clever parrot new tricks or something.
Yeah, exactly. We were all excitedly sharing those little linguistic shortcuts, weren't we?
We were. But wow, something truly dramatic has shifted, hasn't it?
It really has.
We've kind of leaped beyond just clever prompting to, well, the incredible power of delegating. Like entire projects to these autonomous AI assistants.
Yeah.
Imagine this, being able to hand over a complex task, maybe step away for a quick latte, and then, come back to a finished slide deck.
That's the promise.
That's the huge leap we're talking about today. And our source for this deep dive, it isn't some, futuristic marketing piece.
No, not at all.
It's really a field report. It's called a ChatGPT Agent Playbook, 10 real-world use cases by Asmat. And it details really concrete examples that have already saved, real hours for real people right now.
And what's truly significant here, I think, is that this isn't just about the LLMs getting incrementally smarter or fancier.
Okay.
The source makes it crystal clear. These ChatGPT agent use cases, they've moved decisively from theoretical blog posts and sort of sci-fi concepts to practical, repeatable workflows, things that anyone with, say, a Pro or Plus plan can run directly in their browser.
So the accessibility is key.
That accessibility is the real game changer. Absolutely.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. Our mission today, for you listening, is to explore how these AI agents can genuinely act as, dependable digital teammates. We're going to focus on the practical stuff applications that help you gain knowledge quickly and, maybe crucially, avoid that feeling of information overload that comes with complex projects.
Yeah, and we'll be diving into a selection of those 10 real-world examples from the playbook. We'll also dig into some insights from the trenches, specifically some candid discussions happening on ChatGPT Agent Reddit threads. People are talking about, the best way to structure prompts, interface design.
The nitty-gritty.
Exactly. Sometimes even calling out what they see as design crimes in the pursuit of efficiency. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
And we'll get a clear comparison of how ChatGPT Agent stacks up against some of its rivals like Genspark, Devin, and Manus.
Right. So to give you an immediate aha moment, think about this. One specific use case they mentioned is building a hyper-targeted outreach list.
A classic time sink.
Totally. It can go from hours and hours of painstaking grind to a single autonomous sprint. We're talking about getting a high-quality list ready in, roughly 20 minutes?
That's what they're finding. It's pretty remarkable.
That's where it gets really interesting. Let's dig into how that's even possible. So let's dive into that first example, building that hyper-targeted outreach list. I can remember one project where I must have spent an entire weekend just wrestling with a spreadsheet for outreach.
I know that feeling.
It just felt like such a thankless task, A total haze of Google searches, juggling tabs, hunting for emails, spreadsheet surgery.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
If you've ever been involved in link building or PR pitching or sales prospecting, you know exactly how much of a time sink creating those high-quality outreach lists can be.
And this is precisely where the agent truly shines. The key, though, is absolute clarity in your instructions. You have to define the scope really well.
Okay.
For instance, tell it 100 contacts who have published content about cutting-edge AI models like Grok 4 in the past 30 days.
Very specific.
Exactly. And specify the exact format you need, like a downloadable CSV ready for my CRM. The agent then gets a clear goal, a precise to-do list, and basically a binding contract on the output format.
So no room for error, ideally.
Right. There's no guesswork, no half-baked output if you set up correctly.
And then the magic happens.
Yeah.
The delegation part.
That's it. You activate agent mode in a fresh chat, paste in your sort of miniature project brief, and hit run. And the assistant then acts for you. It actually spawns a virtual browser. You can see tabs flickering open, pages scrolling.
Wow.
It's intelligently researching.
Wow.
It captures relevant sites, author names, publication dates, even fetches working emails. It's not just spitting out text. It's navigating the web like a human researcher would, but, at lightning speed.
That's incredible.
And one of the most practical sort of workflow automation leaps of 2025 is this, because the agent runs on OpenAI's servers.
Right.
Your own local bandwidth, or even whether your laptop is open, it's irrelevant.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can literally shut your laptop, head to a meeting, whatever. Roughly 20 minutes later, maybe a bit more depending on complexity, you reopen the chat and boom, there's a file link.
Wow.
Download it and you'll see, usually, names are correct, emails pass checks, the descriptions read like notes from a human researcher. Editing time often drops to just a few minutes.
That speed is, yeah, truly remarkable.
Yeah.
But beyond just saving time, what are some of the less obvious benefits? Or maybe even potential pitfalls when you shift a task like that, such a labor-intensive one, to an AI agent?
That's a great question.
Like, are there particular types of outreach where this really excels? Or maybe where that human touch is still absolutely irreplaceable?
Right. Well, the speed and consistency are undeniable benefits. But I think the biggest subtle benefit is the shift in focus for the human.
Okay.
Using an agent forces you to create a repeatable blueprint, not just, whim-driven browsing. That means you get consistent quality output.
Make it.
And yes, often that description column the agent generates actually bakes in potential conversation starters you'd normally have to draft later, so it frees up your mental bandwidth.
Nice.
As for pitfalls, well, the agent is only as good as your prompt. So poorly defined criteria will lead to a less targeted, maybe useless list.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. And for really nuanced relationship-based outreach, where maybe tone and pre-existing rapport are paramount, human judgment for that final message, that will always be crucial. Always.
Okay.
But for that initial list generation, the scalability is just huge. You could run 5 parallel agents for 5 different product lines, and your day actually stays sane.
Huh.
The source notes this use case really vividly demonstrates that leap from just a clever chatbot to a dependable digital teammate.
Yeah.
It lets marketers spend their time refining the copy, adding genuine insight, rather than just hunting down addresses. You shape the cabinet, the agent fetches the lumber.
I like that. That analogy paints a perfect picture of where our energy should really go.
Yeah.
The Playbook also details other pretty powerful use cases that show this shift, right? Like generating an SEO audit and a report deck from one prompt.
Absolutely. That's another great one. You can ask the agent to run a comprehensive SEO audit, grab competitive metrics, run page speed insights for key pages, and then synthesize all of that into a presentation.
The whole presentation.
Yeah, with summary slides, actionable recommendations, the works. It comes back with a ready-to-download deck in 15 minutes, typically.
15 minutes.
This workflow nails 2 core agent use cases at once. Sophisticated information gathering and complete deliverable production. No more manual scraping scripts, no laborious chart wrangling in PowerPoint. Just one high-value outcome that can immediately help sell services or guide strategy.
Wow. Okay, another one that really struck me was the YouTube channel blueprint.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
If you're trying to launch a new channel, or maybe even just revitalize an existing one, you can ask the agent to audit the top creators in your niche, extract their upload cadence, typical video length, even analyze things like thumbnail styles and common comment themes.
Exactly. It can even pull trending search terms related to your niche and look at competitor content performance. It does a pretty deep dive.
And then what? It just gives you the raw data.
No, that's the cool part. It then comes back with a suggested 90-day publishing roadmap, potential titles, hook angles.
Whoa.
Creator economy veterans might call that stuff table stakes for a successful channel, maybe.
Sure.
But for new teams or those looking for a strategic boost, it genuinely feels like getting free consulting.
Yeah, I can see that.
When folks on those ChatGPT Agent Reddit threads brag about feeling the AGI, they often reference this kind of deep research plus planning combo. It's about more than just saving time. It's about generating actionable strategies that can lead to real growth.
Okay, so with tools this powerful, there's always going to be a learning curve. And you mentioned those Reddit threads offer a pretty candid look at what people discovered the hard way.
Oh, definitely.
What were some of the key golden rules that emerged from those early adopter discussions, especially around avoiding those frustrating design crimes or, inefficient workflows you mentioned earlier?
Right. That's important practical stuff. The community learning curve has been steep but valuable. Early adopters on Reddit seem to have coalesced around 3 sort of golden rules for effective and crucially safe agent use.
Okay, what are they?
First, define clear completion criteria. Tell the agent exactly when a task is done, where to stop, so it doesn't just wander off into endless research loops, burning through resources.
Makes sense? Keep it on a leash?
Kind of, yeah. Second, chunk Large jobs, long, complex chains of instructions, they risk context loss or the agent getting confused. So split multi-phase projects into separate, more manageable chats or prompts.
Okay, break it down.
Exactly. And critically, number 3, always review before acting. Never let an agent send unvetted emails directly to your CEO or a client list.
Oh, God.
Drafts are perfectly fine, great even. Blind sends are absolutely not. Human oversight is key there.
Those rules sound like they'll save a lot of rookie mistakes and potentially major headaches.
Hopefully.
The Playbook also apparently has 5 safety and governance rules that kind of build on that, helping users stay out of trouble.
Yes, absolutely. Beyond those operational rules, they recommend things like limiting connector scope.
What does that mean?
It means when you enable integration with external apps, like maybe giving it access to your Gmail or Google Drive,
Right.
only enable it for the specific task, like generating that lead sheet, and then immediately shut that access off when it's not needed. Don't leave the doors wide open.
Right. Okay.
They also advise using takeover mode for things like passwords. This is a secure way the platform provides to let the agent handle logins without you actually pasting sensitive credentials directly into the chat window.
Oh, that's crucial.
Very. Also, always inspect drafts, check the tone, check factual accuracy, make sure it aligns with your brand voice before anything goes out. Store your successful prompts, put them in a version-controlled library, maybe a shared doc so teammates can learn from what works. Don't reinvent the wheel every time.
Good.
And a simple but effective one. Clear your browser cache weekly. Just good hygiene that nullifies some potential, albeit low-risk attack vectors. These habits really help.
That's a great checklist. So we mentioned competitors earlier. How does ChatGPT Agent stack up against rivals like Genspark, Devin, and Manus? Is there like a clear winner, or are they really built for different things?
Yeah, it's interesting. The landscape isn't really about a single winner. It's more that these agents are suited to different bottlenecks or specific kinds of problem sets.
Okay.
ChatGPT Agent, you could say, offers breadth over flash. It excels in balanced research, writing, and some light design tasks. Plus, its huge community means rapid prompt sharing and a really wide variety of tested use cases.
Right, the ecosystem effect.
Exactly. Genspark, on the other hand, that one's often known as the speed demon. It's apparently great for whipping up quick client deliverables, social media assets, though it might have more limited logic depth for really complex reasoning.
Gotcha. Faster, maybe less deep.
Potentially. Then you have Devin AI. That one's really positioned as the coder's sidekick. It's designed to do things like plan multi-file software projects, write unit tests, debug code.
Okay, very specialized.
Very. So it's less useful for, say, marketing operations or general research. And Manus AI seems to provide more enterprise-level muscle. Think handling sprawling data lakes, complex compliance workflows.
Big company stuff.
Right. Though its setup can apparently require more patience, and it might feel a bit glacial for quick daily marketing chores compared to something like Genspark.
Okay.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it really comes down to choosing the right tool from the toolkit. What's the specific pain point you're trying to solve?
So understand your problem first, then pick the right agent for that job. It's not really a winner's podium, but more like a specialized toolkit, each with its own strengths.
Precisely.
So wrapping things up a bit, we've covered quite a range of tasks these AI agents can handle, from generating, comprehensive SEO audits or report decks, creating those hyper-targeted outreach lists, building detailed YouTube channel blueprints, even managing secure connector safe procurement flows.
Yeah.
It's pretty broad.
It really is. And if we sort of summarize the core pattern here, what makes these agents so powerful, it seems to be this elegant combination. Clear human intent,
Right.
plus the agent's autonomy to execute, plus, and this is key, critical human judgment. That human element of review, refinement, strategic tweaking, it's still absolutely crucial. It's not magic.
Yeah, the human isn't out of the loop.
Not at all. And the profound implication of this shift, drawing directly from the source material, it's truly massive. Think about it. Large language models, they already changed how we search and how we outline things.
Definitely.
Agents change how we delegate. They transform AI from just being a clever autocomplete into a genuine colleague, one that can run errands, crunch data, draft deliverables, while you, the human, get to think more deeply about the problem itself, the strategy, the vision.
That's a powerful reframe.
Yeah.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener, practically speaking? Maybe look at your own calendar.
Right.
If it's stuffed with those repeat tasks that honestly feel beneath your pay grade or just drain your energy,
We all have their
we do. Pick just one of them. Write a really clear prompt based on what we've discussed and just let an agent run with it. See what happens. The best path forward seems to be start small, monitor what it does, and then refine your instructions. It's an iterative process, right?
Absolutely. You learn by doing.
But the potential rewards seem pretty significant.
They really are. And here's maybe a final provocative thought to leave you with. Within probably a month of actively trying this, just experimenting,
Okay.
you will likely have your own personal library of ChatGPT agent use cases. Things that not only reclaim hours from your week, but genuinely unlock new ideas, new possibilities for you. And at that point, you'll truly understand why pretty much every technical blog in 2025 will likely need a chapter on autonomous assistance.
Yeah.
And why those prompt engineering tricks we once celebrated, well, they already feel surprisingly dated, don't they?
They kind of do already, yeah. It's moving fast. So, the final takeaway from the source.
Delegation is the new black.
Agents are the same.